Welcome everybody watching in on the San Jose City Softball Channel, coming in for Game 2 of the 3C2A NorCal Super Regional between the Cosumnes River Hawks and San Jose City Jaguars. Steve Sciplin sitting here with Matt Faulcon, and we can officially say that we are one win away from the big dance down south.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They haven't been since 2019, back when this was before COVID, and everybody was able to go down there. 2020 and 21 playoffs were both canceled, so it's good to see that this team has an opportunity to get back. They were 0-2, and they were quick double elimination in 2019, so they're looking to get back and redeem themselves.
Yes, and they are in great position to do so here today. That's coming off that 3-0 win yesterday, powered by a great third inning from the Jags. And in that game, I mean, Giselle Lewis, this is a normal day.
Oh yeah, another day at the office for Lewis.
Yeah, complete game shutout, two hits, with a walk, a couple strikeouts. I mean, just like I said earlier, what's new? It's just another day.
You're going to get – she's like the metronome. She's consistent every single time. She comes out, and she gives up 2 hits, and one was a bloop single over the head of Maddie Rivero, and one was an infield single. And Maddie dove to stop it from getting to the outfield. 2 singles. Neither of them were hit all that hard, just to show how well she dominated in the circle. But Ashley Toy was good as well for Cosumnes River. So another pitcher's duel here today. We got Elena Valdez going for San Jose. Ashley Toy is going again for Cosumnes River. Should be another good one.
Coaches are about done talking here at home plate, so we will go to a quick break, and when we come back, we will have Game 2 and hopefully the closeout game here for the Jaguars. All right, welcome back here on the San Jose City Softball Channel. Game 2, Round 2, 3C2A NorCal Super Regional, doing the 5 seed, the Cosumnes River Hawks, and the 4 seed San Jose City Jaguars. Sciplin alongside Matt Faulcon. And as we said on the pregame show, we are one game away from heading down south. And we are in a great position to do so here today. Starting pitcher for the Jags will be Elena Valdez. She's making her 16th appearance. This is her 12th start in the year. Comes in with an impressive 10-0 record, and in the postseason has an ERA of 3.50.
Leading off the top of the first for the Hawks, the shortstop, Leandra Coronado.
All right, and it will be Leandra Coronado starting off for Cosumnes River. In game 1, she went 0 for 2 and reached on a walk.
We are just about ready to get underway. San Jose, Cosumnes River, game 2. First pitch is inside for a ball, 1-0.
First pitch, 11:58 a.m.
So we are started a couple minutes early. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a ground ball to Kaya Sandoval. She's got it. She's up with it. Throws to first in time to get Coronado. And we are underway, 1 out.
Batting second, the right fielder, Tamisha.
All right, and that'll bring the top hitter in the postseason up for Cosumnes River. In game 1, McBride did go 0 for 2, but she is hitting over 700 here in the postseason.
First pitch, she squares around the bunt, pulls it back and takes the ball a little bit low. Elena Valdez on the mound for San Jose today, giving Giselle Lewis a little bit of rest. She will be available for a potential game 3 if it goes to that. 1 ball, no strikes to McBride. This pitch is at the belt and maybe a little bit inside. Called a ball, 2-0. McBride ended her playoff hitting streak yesterday. 2-0 pitch. This pitch is up and away. Called a ball, 3-0. I mentioned yesterday a few times that this team, the Cosumnes River Hawks, they have good speed, so you don't want to give them anything because they can put a lot of pressure on you on the base paths. Here's the 3-0 pitch. It's poured in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Due to the Jaguars' defensive alignment in just a moment. 3-1 pitch is swung on and line foul down the right field line. It's 3-2. The defense looks the same as it did yesterday. Felix is in left, Street is in center, Matherly is in right. Kiana Elder at third, Maddie Ribeiro at short, Kaya Sandoval is at second, Taylor Fowler is at first, Dre Martinez is doing the catching. Here's the 3-2 pitch. On the ground, softly foul on the third base side. And Kiana Elder will grab it and give it back to Elena. Another perfect day, 77-degree game time temperature. With a light breeze, you can see the flag whipping in center field a little bit. Here's the 3-2. That one's down low, ball 4. So Valdez battled back to make it a 3-2 count, but ends up surrendering the walk.
And this will bring Ashley Toy up to hit. In game 1, she went 1 for 3, and in the postseason is hitting at 300.
So 1 out, 1 on, and it is Toy batting from the right side. Pitch is popped up. Shallow right. Kaya Sandoval's after it and dives into foul territory and couldn't come up with it. The ball bounced up and nicked her a little bit on the way to the ground. So it's a strike. It's 0-1. Very good effort by Sandoval. She's been one of the defensive stars for San Jose all season long. So you know any ball she goes after is going to be pretty entertaining. No balls, 1 strike. Here it comes. Swung on and popped up. Sandoval's got it. She's underneath it. She calls it, and she makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting fourth, the second baseman.
And this will bring Mary Baquet up to hit. In game 1, she went 0 for 3, and in the postseason is not having the best postseason. Is hitting out 125, 1 for 8 here in the postseason.
First pitch is down low. It squirted away from Dre Martinez, but not far enough for McBride to advance. Ball 1. Two outs, 1 on. Jaguar defense played normal, straight up, all the way around. 1-0 pitch. On the ground, hard, base hit to left field in between Elder and Ribeiro. First hit of the game, and it's first and second with 2 outs.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Victoria Ochoa.
All right, now Ochoa up to hit. In game 1, she went 0 for 3, and in the postseason as a whole is batting at 100, or 1 for 10.
A walk and a single. 2 outs, 2 on for Ochoa. First pitch on the way is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. The home plate umpire is Russell Patty. He'll be calling the balls and strikes today. Same crew as game 1. 0-1 is off-speed pitch hit to Kiana Elder at third. She will run it to the bag herself, 5 unassisted, and the inning is over. A walk and a single and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the first in a scoreless game. Game 2 of the NorCal Super Regionals, brought to you by Redwood Electric.
Back here for the bottom of inning number 1. Jags coming up to hit. Starting pitcher for Cosumnes River once again is Ashley Toy. She's making her 34th appearance. Comes in with a 21-6 record and an ERA of 1.75. Same batting order for the Jags as always. Felix, Street, and Ribeiro to start it off. Followed by Elder, Martinez, Fowler, and then Giselle Lewis, Katie Marathly, and Kaya Sandoval in the 7, 8, 9 spots.
Leading off the home half of the first for the Jaguars, the left fielder, Melissa Felix.
Right, and in game 1, Felix went 0 for 3 with a strikeout, and in the postseason as a whole, she's sitting at 286.
So Felix will stand in, batting from the left side. We'll try to get it going here for San Jose. First pitch is a curveball slashed foul off the third base screen. It's 0-1. And I must correct myself. I stand corrected. I checked with Coach Britt before the game about the pitch that Ashley Toy deploys very often. It's that breaking ball on the left side of the plate. Here's a ground ball towards the shortstop. Coronado's got it. Throws to first, and it gets by Garverett. Down to second goes Felix. She'll take a turn and drop anchor there as she reaches with a single and a one-base error. That's how this game gets underway for San Jose.
Batting second, the center fielder, Malaya Street.
All right, following that, it'll be Street coming up to hit. She went 0 for 3 with a couple strikeouts in game 1, but in the postseason as a whole, she is hitting at 400 with a home run.
First pitch to Street. She squares around the bunt, pulls it back, and takes a ball low. It's 1-0. The pitch that Toy is throwing frequently is – oh, they appealed, and they said, yes, she did go on the bunt attempt. She didn't pull back, so it's strike one. So it's 0-1. She bunts this one. This one is caught by Toy, and there was nobody covering the bag to double off Felix, who is a quarter of the way down the line. It's out number 1.
All right, that will bring Maddie Ribeiro up to hit. She went 1 for 3 in game 1, and in the postseason as a whole is hitting over 400 with a home run.
Here she lifts one in the left. Siva Carter comes in and almost overran it, but she makes the catch. She had to reach way up to catch it, and that's out number 2.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Kiana Elder.
In game 1, on her birthday, Elder went 1 for 1 and reached on a walk and is hitting 600 with a home run in the postseason.
First pitch to Kiana is down and outside for a ball, 1-0. So to try to finally finish the point on Ashley Toy, the pitch that she's throwing, that breaking ball on the outside corner that breaks as a backdoor pitch to righties, it's a curveball, not a slider. There is no sliders in softball. That's what Coach Britt told me before the game. 1-0 pitch is a flip job over the head of Coronado into left field, base hit. Felix is going to try it. The throw home is there, and she is tagged out. What a throw by Siva Carter in left field. She gets the assist, and the inning is over. So good job by the Jags offense. They got a couple of hits. They got the runner into scoring position, and Kiana Elder got a hit. But Coach Rooney sent Felix, and that gamble did not pay off. So no runs, 2 hits, and they leave 1. We go to the second inning, a scoreless tie here in Game 2 of the Super Regionals presented by Redwood Electric.
Back here for the second inning for Cosumnes River, 6, 7, and 8 to start it off.
Cosumnes River, the center fielder, Gabby Lipsky.
All right, and it will be Gabby Lipsky starting it off. In game 1, she went 1 for 2 and is hitting just under 430 in the playoffs.
First pitch to Lipsky is a shot down the left field line. That's a fair ball into the corner. Felix couldn't get it. She's going to pick it up and fire it in. It's going to get all the way back to Sandoval. It's a leadoff double for Gabby Lipsky.
Batting 7th, the third baseman, Nicole Saravia.
All right, following the leadoff double, it'll be Nicole Saravia coming up. In game 1, she went 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And in the postseason is hitting just over 100.
First pitch. Tried to bunt, pulled it back, and took a ball high. It's 1-0. Good idea by Valdez. It's very hard to bunt a pitch above the belt and get the bunt down. It's a very tough thing to do, especially in softball with the ball rising. It's a very strong possibility that a ball that gets bunted up there is either going to get bunted in the air or bunted on a line right back to the pitcher. Pitch, bunted, right back to the pitcher, but it bounced in front of Valdez. She picks it up and throws to Kaya Sandoval covering for the out. There's one gone.
Batting eighth, the first baseman, Lillian Garverick.
And that will bring Garverick up to hit. In game one, she went 0 for 2 and is sitting at 125 in the playoffs.
Garverick batting from the left side. Line drive right off of Valdez, picked up by Ribeiro. She's going to throw home. Dre's tag, and she is out at the plate. Maddie Ribeiro with a nice play. Dre Martinez applied the tag, and the game stays tied 0-0. Safe at first is Garverick, and there's now 2 outs.
Batting ninth, the designated player, Anicia Avendano.
Right, and Christy Schrader is going to try to appeal that call, but a great decision and a great throw by Ribeiro.
Yeah, that's one heck of a play, and it just goes to show the athleticism that she has at shortstop. She's made terrific plays on the diamond all season long, and that one's a huge one here in the postseason. Come up and make that throw. And a smart call by Dre Martinez. She was screaming for the ball when she saw that Lipsky took off down the line, so good play there for the second out of the inning. It'll be scored a 6-2 fielder's choice.
And is Anissa Avendano up to hit. She's making her first appearance as a hitter as in the postseason, and she takes the first pitch up high for a ball. In the regular season, she was hitting at 172 with a double and a couple RBIs.
And that play made the temperature go up. The 1-0 pitch is in there for a called strike on the outside corner, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Garverick hit that ball, looked like right off of the knee of Elena Valdez. Coach Chuck came out to check on her. She's okay. And it ricocheted right to Ribeiro, who made the nice play. The 1-1 is fouled off the first base screen. It's 1-2. Ribeiro was just in the perfect position. She played the carom perfectly and then set her feet and delivered a strike. You'll see if that stands as the defensive play of the day. 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Outside corner. No, says Russell Patty. And a groan from the Jaguar fans. That was close, but it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. Avendano takes that drop ball as it drops just below the zone for ball 3, and the count runs full. Leandra Coronado, the top of the order for Cosumnes River, is on deck. Full count. Here's a 3-2. Swung on and flipped shallow left field. Base hit down the left field line. Garverick will stop at second as Felix gets it into Maddie Ribeiro. So another hit. And now 2 on for the top of the order, Leandra Coronado.
The shortstop, Leandra Coronado.
2 outs, 2 on for Coronado. Grounded out to Maddie Ribeiro back to start the game. And seems that a pinch runner is coming in for Garverick. It will be Jennifer Bowen.
Pinch running for the Hawks, number 25, Jennifer Bowen.
And she does have a run scored in the postseason. And then that come in the first round against Feather River.
So now a big spot here. Jags got to get an out. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. It's very high for a ball across the letters, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to the left-handed hitting Leandra Coronado. And if Valdez gets her sign, here it comes. The 1-0 is down low for a ball, 2-0. Jaguar defense has been very, very good this series and really all year long. So you can afford to pitch to contact, but you don't want to leave one out over the plate. And you don't want to set up too many hitters counts that forces you to do that. You do have an open base with 2 outs, but you have the red-hot Tamisha McBride on deck. She's been killing the ball lately. 2-0. Popped up, center field. Street is underneath it. She's got a beat. She makes the catch, and the side is retired. A little bit of a scare there, but a couple of good defensive plays by San Jose. Maddie Ribeiro comes up with a big assist to cut down Gabby Lipsky trying to score. It keeps this game tied at 0. We go to the bottom of the second. This is game 2 of the NorCal Super Regionals presented by Redwood Electric.
All right, back here for the bottom of the second. 5-6-7 is going to go for the Jaguars, and it'll be Dre Martinez at the plate. Went 1 for 2 in game 1 and is hitting 500 in the postseason.
First pitch to Dre is a curveball that just broke off the plate inside, ball 1. Dre's been on base quite a bit. Had a loud hit in her first at bat last game. As this is a very similar pitch, a little bit lower, ball 2. In yesterday's game, she had a rocket out to right field that one-hopped the fence. Here's the 2-0. Off-speed pitch that's dropped in there for a called strike at the belt. It's 2-1. You'll quickly find out from the crowd whether or not they agreed with the Russell Patty balls and strikes. There's going to be a lot of groans today. 2-1 pitch. There's a ground ball foul on the third base side. Freaked out a couple of the plays in the dugout. It's 2-2. Siva Carter in left, Gabby Lipsky in center, Tamisha McBride is in right. Nicole Saravia at third, Leandra Coronado at short, Mary Bakay at second, Lillian Garverick at first. The 2-2. Outside, just missed. And it's a full count, 3-2. Victoria Ochoa is doing the catching, and that is the Hawks' defensive alignment. Full count to Dre Martinez. A walk is as good as a hit to start the inning. Here it is. Swung on and lifted into center for Gabby Lipsky. She comes in, and she makes the two-handed catch for out number 1.
The first baseman, Taylor Fowler.
And that will bring the Jags home run leader Fowler up to hit. 1 for 2 with an RBI in game 1 and is hitting at 286 here in the postseason.
So Fowler stands in, open stance, batting from the right side. First pitch. Here's the curveball, misses down low for a ball, 1-0. Taylor Fowler, 10 home runs, as Steve mentioned, led the team. 1-0 is at the belt for a called strike. It's 1-1. She accounted for a quarter of the team's home runs. They hit 40 home runs as a team throughout the regular season, and a vast majority of them came between Street batting second and Fowler batting sixth in the order. Here's a hard ground ball foul. She kind of dribbled it off her foot, and it's 1-2. Giselle Lewis is on deck. One-two pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to right. Tamisha McBride coming in. It's going to drop for a base hit. Garverick was not covering the bag, so she didn't have a play on Taylor Fowler. It'll be a single. And that'll bring up Lewis.
The designated player, Giselle Lewis.
All right, and in game one, Lewis went 0 for 3 with an RBI. But in the postseason, she's hitting at 200.
First pitch to Giselle Lewis is a called strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. It's the Jags' third hit. That single by Fowler. Felix had a single. Kiana Elder had a single. Now Taylor Fowler. So with one out and one on, it's Lewis who's behind in the count 0-1. Toy comes to the plate, and Lewis hits a shot down the left field line. It's going to go foul. She hit that one really hard. That's a loud strike, too.
She has hit 3 doubles in the season and does have a home run that coming last year.
0-2 pitch is a defensive hack. She fights that one off to spoil it and stay alive. It stays 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And she slaps one towards second. Mary Bakay's got it. She'll throw to Garverick. And the throw almost pulled her off the bag. But she does stay on the bag in time to get Lewis. And down to second goes Taylor Fowler.
The right fielder, Katie Matherly.
All right, and in game one, Matherly went 0 for 3 with an RBI and a strikeout. And she's still looking for her first hit of the playoffs after hitting at 323 in the regular season.
First pitch to Katie is on the ground. Mary Bakay at second base throws to first in time to get Matherly to retire the side. The Jags get a one-out hit, but they leave her stranded on the bases, and they take a scoreless tie into the third inning. You're watching Game 2 of the NorCal Super Regionals. Series led by San Jose 1-0. We'll be back for the third inning.
Back here for inning number 3 for Cosumnes River, 2, 3, and 4 to start it off.
Leading off the top of the third for Cosumnes River, the right fielder, Tamisha McBride.
All right, it is McBride back up to hit. Took a walker last time up and was forced out on her way to third back in the first inning.
Elena Valdez back to work. And the first pitch to Tamisha McBride is very high for a ball, 1-0. Not a lot of scoring at all in this series. Just 3 runs. 1-0 is a little bit high. Ball 2-0. Good crowd here today. 2-0 pitch is poured in there for a called strike. It's 2-1. And it looked like McBride was taken no matter what. Cosumnes River Hawks in their road orange with the orange socks and the white pants. 2-1. A little bit low on the outside corner for a ball, 3-1. On the batting helmets, they sport the CR for Cosumnes River. It's very similar to that of the Colorado Rockies, just with the different colors. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here it comes. And it's down low for a ball. It's her second walk.
The pitcher, Ashley
That
Toy.
will bring Ashley Toy back up. 0 for 1 after popping out to Sandoval for the second out back in the first.
So Christy Schrader has a play put on. We'll see if Toy drops a bunt down here with Mary Baquet, the cleanup hitter, on deck. She pulls back a bunt and takes a ball low, 1-0. So, not too many first pitch strikes for Elena Valdez yet. Throughout the season, we've seen that Valdez does get better as the game goes along. So the key here is just keep getting out of these jams. The ground ball hard off of the chest of Kiana Elder, and it rolls into shallow left field, a base hit. Toy bunted, the defense crashed, and she pulled it back and slapped the base hit.
The second baseman, Mary McKay.
All right, and following that, Mary Baquet back up after reaching on a single her last time up in the first for the first hit of the game.
That hit was a solid single to left. So now they're set up. First and second, nobody out. 4, 5, 6 hitters. First pitch is down low for a ball. It's 1-0. And Giselle Lewis is warmed up and coming back to the dugout from the bullpen. She is ready to go. So if this game starts to change in a way Coach Rooney doesn't like, she will make that switch. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. On the ground to second, Kaya Sandoval's got it. She will bluff for the lead runner, but couldn't quite make that play. She'll get the back runner, Baquet, and that's out number 1. The runners advance.
The catcher, Victoria Ochoa.
Ochoa, in her first at bat, hit the ground ball to Kiana Elder, and she stepped on the bag to in the first. First pitch is blocked by Martinez, and it rolls up the third base line, and Kiana Elder picks it up before McBride could come down the line. So it's ball 1. 1-0 to Victoria Ochoa. Second and third with 1 out. Jaguars have already once cut down a runner trying to score from third with less than 2 outs. This is a strikeout situation. 1-0 pitch. On the ground, hard. Taylor Fowler's got it. The run will score, and she will just tag the runner, Ochoa, going up the line. So out number 2, and it's 1-0 Hawks.
The center fielder, Gabby Lipsky.
All right, Jags now trail for the first time here in this year's postseason. And that isn't but Not a situation that they haven't been in before and have been able to get out of.
First pitch is a called strike to Lipsky. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Lipsky doubled. Here's the 0-1. There's a swing and a foul back to the screen, and it's a quick 0-2. Now 1 strike away from getting out of this, limiting the damage to just a run after second and third, 1 out. Game time temperature was 77. It's risen to 80 degrees now, and it's rising. The high for today is 86. Oh, 2 is dribbled foul, third base side. We mentioned yesterday on the out-of-town scoreboard that San Mateo trailed 6-2. Sac City brought that game home, a 6-4 win in game 1 on the road at San Mateo. 0-2 pitch, swung on and popped foul and out of play. And it stays 0-2.
Yeah, that was not only a surprising game, but it was one of 3 upsets yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, 2 of them come from the south, with Bakersfield and Santiago Canyon picking up a road win.
No balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes. On the ground, a line drive base hit to left field. Ashley Toy comes in to score, and Cosumnes River takes a 2-0 lead. So time is called. Dre Martinez is going to come out, and they're going to have a word. So it's 2-0 Cosumnes River. And it's going to be Nicole Saravia to hit.
The third baseman, Nicole Saravia.
Gabby Lipsky have a day, 2 for 2 with a double and a single and an RBI now. First pitch is a called strike at the belt, the curveball. It's 0-1. Wow. Gabby Lipsky did that in a 2-strike count. 0-1 is a flip job, shallow right center field. That's going to drop base hit. Over to third, flying around is Lipsky, and she is going to be safe at third on the throw. Kiana Elder had the tag applied, and the whole crowd is making noise. Half the crowd is upset, the other half is cheering. Gabby Lipsky is fired up over at third. No appeal on the call from the Jag coaches. And here comes Coach Rooney. And I think this might be to have a word with Elena. And that's going to be it for Elena Valdez. So Giselle Lewis is coming in. She will take over on the mound. And Elena Valdez gets a clap from the crowd. She gives up 6 hits. And those hits account for 2 runs. She leaves 2 runners on. Couldn't quite settle into her groove that we know she's capable of. So with that, we'll have the pitching change, Steve.
And the Jags ace pitcher are coming in to hopefully finish this one off here in game 2. A 3C2A NorCal All-American pitcher and the Coast Conference Pitcher of the Year. Here comes in for the 33rd time this season. Comes in with a 23-4 record, and in the postseason has an ERA of 0.00. early, so we can prevent a couple more runs from coming across here in the final 4 1/3 innings.
Now batting, the first baseman, Lillian
And Jags will just have to get a couple runs in.
So Garverick will hit with runners at the corners and 2 outs. First pitch from Lewis is poured in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. That's one thing that Lewis is going to have to establish is those first pitch strikes. Valdez out, Lewis in. 0-1, popped up. This is going to go third base side. Elder gives chase, but it couldn't quite get to the little door over there on the side where the ball landed. And it's 0-2. Garverick was the batter when Ribeiro made that terrific play back in the second inning. Here's the 0-2. Outside corner, missed it for a ball, and it's 1-2. Dre Martinez set up outside, and that is an excellent frame job. Set up outside, catch it right between the knees. Time is called as Dre is asking for the sign again. Lillian Garverick with the Chase Utley batting stance. 1-2 is a line drive, base hit, right field. In to score as Garverick stumbled and she lands on first base. In to score comes Lipsky, and it's 3-0.
The designated player, Anicia Avendano.
Tough inning for San Jose. First pitch is fouled off to the screen. It's 0-1 to Avendano.
And 2 runs scored with 2 outs here in the inning, and with the first one coming on a 3 unassisted, which had a runner coming from third.
4 hits in the inning and 3 straight. Ground ball, Maddie Ribeiro. She's got it. Throw to first in time, and the side is finally retired. But the Jags do surrender 3 runs on 4 hits. And an RBI came, as Steve mentioned, via the 3 unassisted. They were that close to getting out of this inning with only 1 run, but 3 straight singles and then the ground ball to get out of the inning. It's a 3-0 Cosumnes River lead as we play the bottom of the 3rd here in San Jose.
All right, back here for the bottom of the 3rd, 9-1-2 to start it off for the Jaguars, and it is Kaya Sandoval up to hit. In game 1, she went 0 for 2 and is hitting at 250 in the postseason. And Jags can use a big one right here.
First pitch is inside corner, called a strike with the curveball. It's 0-1. So Cosumnes River, a 3-run lead, and all the momentum right now. 0-1. He's down low and outside for a ball. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Heavy, heavy dose of curveballs for Ashley Toy. 1-1. Line foul back to the screen. She is on it. Good rip there, and it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jags need a big inning. There's the 1-2. Good take as a pitch up at the letters, and it's 2-2. It always looks enticing to swing at a pitch up there. A good take. 2 balls, 2 strikes with the top of the order on deck, Melissa Felix. The pitch. Lined into right center field, base hit. And that's going to get past McBride, and Sandoval is going to be at second base with a leadoff hit.
The left fielder, Melissa Felix.
Single, 1 base error. So it'll be a single and a 1 base error. And now Felix will have a play put on. Coach Rudy calling the numbers out. Jags' 4th hit. 1 time through the order, 4 hits. Here she slaps one right at Coronado. Throw is in time to get Felix. Throw back. Sandoval is going to make it to third with a dive. So it works as a sacrifice. Runner to third, and now it's Malaya Street.
The center fielder, Malaya Street.
Street ready, first pitch. Curveball outside corner, strike 1. Sandoval at third with 1 out. The pitch down low for a ball, it's 1-1. Jags really need Street to cash in and get Sandoval home. 1-1 pitch. Shot to right center field, hit very well. McBride on the move, and it's going to one-hop the fence. Street's going to turn and head into second. She's got to stand up, RBI double. And the Jags are on the board, it's 3-1.
The shortstop, Maddie Ribeiro.
That's a heck of an at-bat and a clutch one. 1-1 count, hit one to the opposite field, splits the gap, gets the run home, gets another runner in a scoring position. Now you have that big part of the order, Steve, that you never want to give anything to. What do we always talk about?
3, 4, 5, and 6. The 4 of them combined for over 20 home runs as just in the regular season alone. And Ribeiro already has one in the postseason. And with 1 in, 1 out, and now a runner on second. I mean, a lot of momentum going the Jags' way right now.
So now Ribeiro hits with a runner in scoring position and less than 2 outs. Get her over, get her in. First pitch is a flip job in the left field, base hit. Over to third goes Street. She's in safely, first and third with 1 out. And now Kiana Elder will hit.
The third baseman, Kiana Elder.
All right, and here we go again. Runners on the corners, 1 out, and if we don't see the first and third play, anything in the rolls into the outfield, will score 1 and could possibly get Ribeiro over to third.
Good speed on the bases. Runners at the corners, 1 out. The pitch. Outside corner called a strike. That was a little bit wide, but it's 0-1. Yana Elder has been an RBI machine all season long. 34 RBIs. The pitch, that's down low and outside, ball 1. So this becomes a huge spot in this game. You got power on deck and power in the hole. You got runners on the corners, less than 2 outs, and an opportunity to tie this game up. 1-1 pitch is a ground ball to Coronado. She's got it. She's going to fire home, and now in a pickle, Street's going to get back to third safely, and everybody's safe. And they're now loaded for Dre Martinez. So that'll be a fielder's choice.
The catcher, Dre Martinez.
All right, Steve. Bases loaded. You know what time it is.
I mean, everybody at home, you already know what I'm going to say.
And with Dre batting, this is a big spot.
Either you can make me say it or you can put it in the comments.
First pitch is inside for a ball, 1-0. And one thing you absolutely cannot do if you're Ashley Toy right now is miss the strike zone.
I mean, she's already had a run come home to score or after she hit a batter.
That's a tough call. There's a curveball. Now it's outside, but called a strike. 1-1 to Dre Martinez. Toy ready with the 1-1. Here it is. Lined, caught by Garverick, and everybody's going to get back to their base safely. There's a line shot to the first baseman, and Garverick was there to make the play, so 2 outs.
The first baseman, Taylor Fowler.
Fowler did get a hit her last time up. And anything short into the outfield will definitely score straight from third.
And you'd love to see her get one in the wheelhouse right about now. Here she hits one in the air to right. Tamisha McBride doing the pop-up dance in right field will make the catch. And the inning is over, so the Hawks get out of it. They do get a run, and the Jags add to their hit total, but they leave them loaded, and that could loom large in the rest of this game. We go to the 4th inning. It's 3-1 Hawks. You're watching Game 2 of the NorCal Super Regionals presented by Redwood Electric.
Back here for the top of inning number 4. It'll be the 1, 2, and 3 hitters up for Cosumnes River. And just a quick look at the scores. Top of the 4th inning, Santiago Cannon and Cerritos. Cerritos trying to force a Game 3 at home, up 2-0.
Leading off the top of the 4th inning for Cosumnes River, the shortstop, Leandra Coronado.
And San Mateo looking for a bounce-back game. In the bottom of the 3rd, they have a 1-0 lead over Sac City.
Just have a feeling that series is going to bounce back for San Mateo.
And not to take anything away from SAC, but knowing what CSM has and what they've done historically, I'd be surprised if it did not go to a Game 3. Now, whether or not they win the series, that's something else to say, but if it doesn't go to a Game 3, it'd be very surprising.
So here's Coronado. First pitch, bunt attempt, she missed it, strike 1. Oh, 0-1 to Leandra Coronado. This Cosumnes River offense was just completely overmatched by Lewis in Game 1. Pitch misses for a ball, 1-1. see if she can have the same effect here. They already have a hit off of Lewis. It was an RBI single, 1-1 pitch. This one was way in, and Coronado turned on it and laced it foul on the first base side, strike 2.
And Lewis has only given up 1 earned run, or actually 1 total in 16 innings here in the postseason.
Check swing, yes she did, strike 3, and down goes Coronado for out number 1.
The right fielder, Tamisha McBride.
All right, and McBride still looking for her first credited at bat. 2 times up, both times she took a walk.
First pitch from Lewis is a called strike. It's 0-1. McBride, good numbers in the postseason coming in, although she did take an 0 for 2 in game 1. Here she swings and dribbles one foul behind Dre Martinez, who's trying to find that ball through the home plate umpire, and it's 0-2. A 3-run rally for Cosumnes River. In the third, has a 3 on the board for them. They have a 2-run lead here in the 4th. Swing and a pop up. This is going to go foul just out of the reach of Taylor Fowler on the first base line. And it stays 0-2. This is a heavier crowd than what we saw yesterday. It's a Saturday crowd. A lot more people free on Saturdays than maybe 2 o'clock on a Friday. Oh, 2 pitch, popped up, foul, out of play, down the right field line. And it stays 0-2.
And one thing that has happened in this postseason is that the Jags pitchers have gotten a lot of balls hitting over to the right side. Is that mostly because of the spot, or just where it happens to be hit that day?
There's a ground ball to Taylor Fowler, and it's picked up as she was standing on the bag for out number 2, 3 unassisted, and there's 2 outs. Now, Steve, what was your question?
A lot of Cosumnes River's hit a lot of, actually in this postseason, a lot of Jags pitchers have gotten a lot of balls hitting over to the right side.
The pitcher, Ashley Toy.
All right, is that more spot or just where it happens to go that day?
That has a lot to do with spot. The first pitch to Ashley Toy is high for a ball, 1-0. If you're spotting the ball on the outside, it's going to be very hard to pull that ball to the left side of the infield. So a lot of times you're just going to get ground balls, line drives, fly balls to Kaya, Taylor, Katie, just that side of the field. That was in there for a strike, but Dre dropped it, and Russell Patty didn't call it. Pitch looked like it was right down the middle, but either way, ball 2. So the number 3 hitter, Ashley Toy, bats with the bases empty and 2 outs. Here takes a curveball for a strike. It's 2-1. Ground ball, Kaya Sandoval's got it. She will flip it over to Taylor Fowler, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down. The first 1-2-3 inning of the game for San Jose against Cosumnes River. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is 3-1 Hawks. You're watching game 2 of the NorCal Super Regionals presented by Redwood Electric.
Back here, bottom of inning number 4. 7, 8, 9 hitters get going for the Jaguars, and it's Giselle Lewis up. So he grounded out to the second baseman, Mary Becquet, back in the second.
Ashley Toy back to work for Cosumnes River. Giselle Lewis is in and lines one to center field, but right at Gabby Lipsky, who makes the catch for out number 1. The right fielder, Katie Matherly.
Matherly 0 for 1 here today. Still looking for her first hit of the postseason, and she grounded out to Becquet back in the second.
First pitch is that backdoor curveball on the outside for strike 1. 0-1 to Katie Matherly. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch is outside, similar spot, but this one was a little bit more in the lefty batter's box. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. One popped up on the infield. Mary Becquet calls it and comes in and makes the catch for out number 2.
The second baseman, Kaya Sandoval.
All right, Sandoval looking to get something going for the Jags here in the 4th. So he singled and scored the last time up, coming back in the 3rd inning. And she was the one to get it going in that inning.
First pitch is high for a ball, 1-0 to Sandoval. One ball, no strikes. The pitch is swung on and fouled back to the screen. Waking up a couple of the fans here directly behind home plate. Shoot, that one woke me up. 1 ball, 1 strike.
6 years, come on now.
One ball, 1 strike. The pitch. That one's on the outside corner for a called strike 2. One and 2. Ashley Toy is ready. Here it comes. Swung on and fouled out of play. And it stays 1 and 2. Two outs, bases empty. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit high in the air, first base side. Is this going to go out of play? Yes, it is. And it'll stay 1 and 2. Garvert gave chase, but ended up hitting the top lining of the netting and landing in that walking area between the stands and the dugout on the first base side. Very hard to place a ball there. Goodness. 1 and 2. Here it comes. That's way outside for a ball. 2 and 2. This is wild. Here's the 2-2. It's a number. Hits the ground in front of Saravia. Her throw to first is in time to get the out, and the inning is over. A strange play over at the bag at first, as Garvert caught it in the running path of Sandoval, but her foot was on the bag, and the inning is over. So the Jags go down in order. 3 up, 3 down for both teams here in the 4th. We go to the 5th inning. Cosumnes River has a 3-1 lead. At the end of 4, you're watching Game 2 of the NorCal Super Regionals presented by Redwood Electric.
All right. Back here, 5th inning to play. It is the top of the 5th. And for Cosumnes River, it is the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. And it'll be Mary Bakay starting off. And she's 1 for 2 after grounding out to Kaya Sandoval in the 3rd.
First pitch is a drop ball in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Had Bakay out on her front foot. Man, they are tripping me out with these numbers. They have different numbers on the helmets than they do on their jerseys. It's throwing me off. There's a ground ball to short. Maddie Ribeiro. She's got it. Throw to first in time to get Bakay for out number 1.
All right, and that will bring Victoria Ochoa back up to hit. She is 0 for 2, reaching on a fielder's choice and grounded out to Fowler back in the 3rd.
First pitch is a curveball that misses for a ball, 1-0. Ochoa knocked in the first run. She had a ground ball to Taylor Fowler, and she stepped on the bag, but actually she didn't step on the bag. She just stood in the baseline and waited for Ochoa to run to her. Here's a called strike with that curveball, and it's 1-1. Couldn't quite decide if she wanted to throw the ball home or not, and in that waiting, she ended up just kind of tagging Ochoa. Here's a ground ball, Kaya Sandoval. She'll run up to it, she'll glove flip it to Taylor Fowler for the out. Man, she is smooth at second base. 2 outs.
The center fielder.
All right, that'll bring Gabby Lipsky up to hit. She's 2 for 2 with a double and a single. And she was the first run scored of the game. Or actually, she had the first RBI.
On the fly ball to right field for Katie Matherly. She does the pop-up dance and makes the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. A very few pitches from Giselle Lewis. And back to the dugout go the Hawks. Jags coming up to bat with the top of the order in the bottom of the 5th of a 3-1 game. The Hawks lead it here in Game 2 of the NorCal Super Regionals presented by Redwood Electric.
That's the end of the inning.
All right, back here for the bottom of the 5th. Top of the order, 1, 2, and 3 to start it off for the Jaguars. Melissa Felix at the plate. He was 1 for 1 and got credit for a sacrifice her last time up.
So Melissa Felix batting from the left side. First pitch is popped up. This is going to go foul and out of play off the side of the Jags dugout, and then it bounces and hit a fan. Uh-oh. They said he's good. He's okay.
Yeah, it was definitely one of our season ticket holders over there. Yeah, and if you don't know what we're talking about, it's the Rooney family. It's been sitting in the same spot for 31 years.
31 years. 0-1 pitch is high and outside for a ball, 1-1. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch. Lined. Caught by Coronado, a diving play at short. Oh my goodness, what a play for out number 1.
The center fielder, Malaya Street.
That was a tremendous play by Leandra Coronado. They were played in what's basically the Melissa Felix defense. Very shallow and angled towards the line. It got past Saravia, and Coronado dove and made a terrific play for out number 1. And Street, a bullet right at Garverick. Out number 2. 2 line drives, both caught by well-positioned defenders.
The shortstop, Maddie Rivero.
You don't even get a chance to introduce the batter, and it's bang, bang, just like that. First pitch to Maddie, she had to take a strike there. It's 0-1. Two outs, bases empty. 0-1 pitch. Oh, that's a bad call. Outside and called strike 2. Maddie doesn't like it. That's tough. So Maddie will hit in an 0-2 count. The pitch. Here she fights one off. And she's got to swing at that because he's going to call it a strike, and Toy's going to keep going back out there if they're going to keep calling it. But she spoiled that one. It stays 0-2. Ashley Toy's ready. Here it is. Outside for a ball. It's 1-2. She's going to keep going to the well with that pitch until it's either hit or it's called a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. Check swing. Oh, strike 3 called.
And Coach Sweeney's going to come over and check Egg with that. She's calling for an appeal to first, but it's not going to be given.
Oh my gosh, that is an awful call. That ball it's 4 inches into the batter's box to the left-handed side, but the inning is over. That'll retire the side. So the Jags go down in order at the top of the order, and they're running out of outs. We go to the 6th inning. The Hawks have a 3-1 lead here in Game 2 of the NorCal Super Regionals presented by Redwood Electric.
All right, 6th inning of play here. Cosumnes River up to hit. 7, 8, 9 hitters starting it off.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning for the Hawks, the third baseman, Nicole Saravia.
All right, well, we have a quick second. Top of the 5th, up in Hayward, Butte and Folsom Lake tied at 2 in the 5th.
First pitch to Saravia is fouled back to the screen. It's 0-1. Frustrating end to the 5th inning. 2 balls hit hard right at well-placed defenders, and then a backwards K on a pitch that's 5, 6 inches out of the zone. This pitch is down low in the dirt. It's 1-1. We saw a situation very similar to that last season against Monterey Peninsula College on the road. Ground ball to first. Taylor Fowler drops the body in front of it, makes the play, steps on the bag for out number 1.
All right, and that will bring Lillian Garverick up to hit. She comes back up 1 for 2, and she singled her last time up back in the third. Third and this postseason for the Jags has been about one big inning so far.
And that's been the story in both games, is that first pitch is slashed foul out of play down the left field line. 0-1 to Garverick. But it's a 3-run inning in the bottom of the fourth of game 1, a 3-0 win, a 3-run inning in the top of the third here in game 2, and they trail 3-1. Ground ball to first, Taylor Fowler got it, and they're going to call it fair. She steps on the bag for the out. Garverick thought it was foul, but Fowler picked it up, I guess, before the whole ball was foul. So 2 outs. Christy Schrader is going to come down and have a word. She didn't think it was a foul ball. They're going to ask for help from the first base umpire. It's Greg Walker. So 2 outs. Yep, after the appeal, 2 outs.
The designated hitter, Anicia Avendano.
First pitch is a drop ball that was really, really high for a ball. 1-0. Giselle Lewis one time through the lineup. 1-0 pitch is up and in, and it's 2-0. One time through for Giselle Lewis. She gave up the single to Lillian Garverick and has retired every batter since. Pitch outside corner, called a strike. It's 2-1. 7 ground balls, a strikeout, and a fly ball to Katie Matherly. Those are the outs. No solid contact against Giselle Lewis. Not even the single was hit all that hard. 2-1 pitch is up and away for a ball, 3-1. Lewis trying to shut the door on Cosumnes River. The pitch is on the ground to Kaya Sandoval. She's got it. Throw to first in time, and the inning is over. Another clean inning for Giselle Lewis. She's retired 10 straight Hawks for Cosumnes River. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Jags are running out of outs. They need base runners. They need runs. It's 3-1 Hawks here in Game 2 of the NorCal Super Regionals presented by Redwood Electric.
All right, back here, bottom of the 6th. 4, 5, and 6 hitters started off for the Jaguars, and it is Kiana Elder up. She reached on a fielder's choice. Her last time up coming in the 3rd. She's 1 for 2.
So Kiana Elder, first pitch. Swung on it, missed. She was swinging for the sky on that one. It's 0-1. She was trying to send that ball to see God. 1-1. Here's the 0-1. And that one is low. Called a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. That was a better pitch than some of the ones he's called strikes on that outside corner. 1-1. Here it is. And calls one. This one's similar, called a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We need that center field camera so we can see where these are a little bit more accurately. 1-2 pitch. That's way outside. 2-2. Kiana Elder, Dre Martinez, Taylor Fowler here in the 6th. Pitch on the ground, up the middle, base hit to center field. So Kiana Elder is aboard, and that'll bring up Dre Martinez.
The catcher, Dre Martinez.
All right, number 4 is on, number 5 at the plate. Nobody out and a chance to get some going and an opportunity to tie the game. And with a tying run at the plate.
See if the Jags put a play on here. They'll make Dre bunt. Shot to right center field. It's going toward Tamisha McBride, who makes the catch on the warning track in right center field. And a frustrated Dre Martinez heads back to the dugout. That's out number 1.
The first baseman, Taylor Fowler.
That is a rough out. It's a loud out. McBride was played out there in right center field very well. Hawks defense has done an excellent job placing their defenders.
If that ball was just hit just a couple inches more towards center, and they're possibly scores on that.
Yeah, she had a good jump. There's a pitch that's called a strike to Fowler. It's 0-1. Jags could use one from Fowler right about now. The pitch. That's, called a strike. It's 0-2. That's a bad call. Another bad call.
Yeah, even I could tell that one was definitely up high.
Yeah, that was up there. Here's the 0-2. That's outside. And now everything becomes too close to take. It's a 2 ball, 1 strike count, not 1 ball, 2 strikes. That first pitch must have been called a ball. The pitch swung on and fouled back to the screen, and now it's 2-2. With Giselle Lewis on deck. Big spot here. After the leadoff single, Dre hits one to the warning track that gets caught. Now Taylor Fowler in a 2-strike count. The pitch is down low for a ball, 3-2. Now this becomes a big pitch because if you put 2 runners on, you put the tying run on base, and you bring the possible go-ahead run to the plate. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, hit to right. And it's going to be fair down the right field line. It lands, and Tamisha McBride couldn't get it. Kiana Elder is going to come around and score. Taylor Fowler in the 3rd with a triple. Taylor Fowler comes through with a big RBI triple here in the 6th inning. It's 3-2.
The pitcher, Giselle Lewis.
Do we gotta say it again? Don't give anything. Don't give anything.
We talk about it. We say it all the time.
We literally say it every game. Do not give anything to this part of the order. 3 full count, so it's gonna be somewhere close. And a runner on and deep into the right field corner, a corner for RBI triple. We say it every day, and now and if you didn't know. Do I got to finish that statement?
Right. Yeah, no, exactly. Look, that pitch was up. It was up and kind of away. And that becomes a huge, huge play. And now a pinch runner, Gabby Jordan, comes in. And if Lewis can get one to the outfield, she can tie this game. That is a huge turn of events for San Jose. So Lewis in a big spot here. She hit a deep fly ball her last at bat. They need her in the worst way right now.
Pinch running for San Jose, number 20, Gabby Jordan.
All right, 1 out, a runner on third, and a chance to tie the game here.
So Kiana Elder scores. The leadoff single is in. Now Lewis with a runner at third. Line drive caught by Coronado. Oh, that's such a back-breaking out. A line shot that was headed for the gap, and Coronado snatched it out of the air for out number 2.
And I can't count the amount of times that's happened today. I mean, a lot of balls where if it was just slightly in any direction, and is a hit and it scores multiple runs.
First pitch to Katie Matherly is outside for a ball, 1-0. Now you got to get a hit or the Hawks or a Hawks error. They do have 2 errors in the game. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and popped up. First base side, this is going to land foul, as it did hit the glove of the catcher. On a dive attempt, it's just going to end up being an entertaining strike. It's 1-1. Man, how big would that have been for Lewis to help her own cause and tie this game up going into the 7th inning. Here's the 1-1. That's outside, and it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Kaya Sandoval has been swinging it pretty good. She is on deck. So you don't have to give in to Katie here. She's got good power, 3 home runs. 1 of them is a grand slam. 2-1 pitch. That's outside for a ball, 3-1. How big of a pitch does this become if Katie Matherly gets aboard? If Sandoval finds a gap, Jags could go ahead. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here it is. Swung on and popped foul back towards us. This is going to go out of play over the concourse. And the count goes full now. Now a little bit of a pressure situation, 3-2, 2 outs, a runner at third. The tying run is 60 feet away. Here's a 3-2. Swung on and popped up on the infield. Ashley Toy calls for it and makes the catch to end the inning. The Jags do get 1, and they get 1 run closer. We go to the final frame, the 7th inning. It is 3-2. Cosumnes River leads it here in Game 2 of the NorCal Super Regionals, presented by Redwood Electric.
Right, 7th inning of play here at Lady Jags Field. Lewis needs to put up a 0, and the Jags need to score 2 to guarantee that this will not go into extra innings or be a Game 3.
She runs up and tries to bunt at it and misses it for a strike. It's 0-1. It will be Ashley Toy in a potential game 3. That's the only pitcher the Hawks have available. Danielle Fenig is not here. Ground ball to Kaya Sandoval. She's got it. It's up, throws to first for the out. It's one gone here in the 7th.
The right fielder, Talisha McBride.
And it is McBride now up. She's 0 for 1, taking a couple walks and grounded out to
Called strike to McBride. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. This one's down low for a ball. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Shamisha McBride, 2 walks and a ground ball to Taylor Fowler. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball, the changeup there. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nice pitch by Lewis to have McBride off balance. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch misses a little bit low, and it's 2-2. McBride, very disciplined hitter. Not going to chase. Really not going to help the pitcher out. If you're going to get her, you got to earn it. Here's the 2-2. Swung on it, missed, strike 3. And just as I said that, she chased the curveball out of the zone. And that's out number 2.
The pitcher, Ashley Toy.
Two outs, bases empty. Ashley Toy. First pitch is a curveball, just misses apparently. Ball 1. Game time temperature was 77. It's now 82. Expected to be 84 by 2 o'clock. 1-0, hit in the air to right center. Street's on it, and she makes the running catch. Nice play, Malaya Street, to retire the side. So they go down in order in the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch time here at Lady Jags Field. Jaguars need 1 to tie, 2 to go to Bakersfield. It's 3-2 Hawks right here on the Jaguars YouTube network, presented by Redwood Electric.
All right, bottom of the 7th, last chance for the Jaguars here in Game 2. 1 and 2 hitters to get it started, and it is Kaya Sandoval at the plate. She's already singled and scored here in this game, and she does have a double in the postseason. A very loud double that was just short of a home run.
Kaya Sandoval, first pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Jags are going to need everything they have right now. The Hawks are not out of the woods yet. Here it is. Runs up to bunt, pulls it back, and takes a called strike 2. Defense was moving. They are prepared for a potential bunt, but it's now 0-2. 7 hits for each team. Check it, the Jags have 8 hits. Pitch. That's outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and spoiled it. Hits a foul ball off the lining of the screen. It stays 1-2. Three runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Hawks. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors for San Jose. Can they scratch across one more run to tie this game? Time is called, as it was Kaya Sandoval who asked for time, and she got it right before Ashley Toy started her windup. Kaya's ready. Here's the 1-2. Very high, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Playoff atmosphere. This is the type of game that'll make you a little bit nervous. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitting Sandoval here in the 7th. 3-2 Hawks lead. The pitch swung on and fouled away. So a battle brewing here to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Top of the order on deck with Felix.
And both the times Sandoval has been up, she has gotten at least to a 2-2 count and is now 3 straight times.
Here's a line drive right at Coronado again. They have hit so many line drives right at Leandra Coronado. That's out number 1.
The left fielder, Melissa Felix.
All right, now Jags now down to the last 2 outs here, and it is Felix back up at the plate. She lined out to Coronado her last time up in the 5th, and she does have a single and was made her way on to home earlier in this game.
First pitch is in the dirt, called a ball 1-0. That line drive to Coronado by Felix in her last at bat was a terrific diving play by Coronado. She's played a great game at short. Here's a swing and a foul out of play on the 3rd baseline, and it's 1-1. Felix has very good speed, so you need her on base any way she can get there. With Malaya Street and Maddie Ribeiro due up behind her. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the 1-1 on the ground, up the middle, base hit center field, and Felix is aboard.
The center fielder, Malaya Street.
All right, now straight up to hit. She has a double in this game, and she does have a home run in the postseason. I didn't say it. She had one back in game 1 against American River.
Now's as good a time as any. First pitch on the ground, foul. 3rd base side, it's 0-1. 1 out, 1 on here in the bottom of the 7th. Doesn't get any more entertaining than this. The defense has played pretty deep. They're basically in their no doubles defense, but they are giving Street the right field line. Coronado has played towards the middle for double play depth. Here's 0-1. It's actually a foul off the face mask of the catcher, and it's 0-2. Now, if you're Toy, you can nibble a little bit, but you don't want to nibble too low because you don't want a ball to get past Ochoa and give Felix second base. 0-2 is high, snap throw to first, and back easily is Felix. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was awfully close to take. That was a gutsy take by Malaya Street. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Street waiting on a 1-2 from Ashley Toy. Here it comes. Swung on and lifted in the air to right. Tamisha McBride is back and on the edge of the warning track makes the catch. Felix bluffed a tag, but will go back to first. 2 outs, and it's the dangerous Maddie Ribeiro.
The shortstop, Maddie Ribeiro.
Jags down to their final 3 strikes here in game 2. And Maddie Ribeiro, who can hit the ball anywhere in the stadium, is at the plate.
First pitch, swung on and hit hard foul out of play. Back on the first base side. It's 0-1. Jags down to their final out. Maddie Ribeiro with a runner at first and 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. 3-2, the Hawks lead. 0-1. Swung and lined hard foul down the right field line off the screen, and it's 0-2. Now's as good a time as any. A ball in the gap could tie this game. Very good speed at first base and a 2-out jump. Here's the 0-2. Outside. Oh, that's a close take. My goodness. And it's called a ball. My goodness, that is one. I wouldn't be able to take that pitch. I would swing. I'm swinging at that. I'm sorry. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes. That's way outside. Snap throw and back safely is Felix. It's 2-2. Hawks defense has been solid. They've positioned themselves very well. And now guarding the line is Tamisha McBride. Big gap in right center field. Here's the 2-2. Ooh, this one to the backstop. Over the head of the catcher, and into scoring position goes Melissa Felix. Oh, man, that's a crucial error. Wild pitch. Makes it a full count, 3-2. And now a base hit can tie the game. That is a big mistake by Ashley Toy. Now Maddie Ribeiro, any way you can get it. Slow ground ball up the middle will do it. This is the playoffs. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. It hit Russell Patty in the face. Goodness. And Maddie, a little chuckle. It's 3-2. High pressure, high leverage. It does not get any better than this. 3-2. Ashley Toy gets her sign. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and hit foul. We'll reset and do it again. This is where being a fan makes broadcasting very difficult. Here's the 3-2. On the ground, up the middle, base hit. Here comes Melissa Felix, and this game is tied. Maddie Ribeiro comes through, and she's on second now. And an opportunity for the Jags to win the game. They've tied it here in the 7th. Maddie Ribeiro comes through with the hit of her life in the playoffs.
The third baseman, Kiana Elder.
Oh my goodness, listen to this crowd.
Yeah, that's actually what I was about to say. Lady Jags Field has woken up here in the bottom of the 7th. Now at a 3-3 tie. And we still have Elder, Ribeiro, and we still have Elder to come up, possibly to see Ribeiro and Fowler. And one more hit, and this game is over.
Wow, that is as clutch as it gets, Steve. And That is clutch right there. So Christy Schrader comes out to have a word with Ashley Toy and a break in the action. And that gives Kiana Elder a chance to get set up and let Maddie Ribeiro soak in that moment. How about that?
Yeah, so we are guaranteed to go one more inning unless we get Kiana Elder to walk it off right here.
Oh my goodness, Steve, my heart. So Kiana Elder, big spot here. Ashley Toy, taking an awful long time. Here's her first pitch on the way, and it's a pop-up foul. This is going to go out of play, and it's 0-1. So 0-1 to Kiana Elder. Huge spot here for both teams. Desperately need an out if you're the Hawks. Jags want a hit. Here's the 0-1. Outside corner called strike two. Good pitch by Ashley Toy. Good spot. 0-2. And pressure, pressure, pressure. Here's the 0-2. Fouled back to the screen. She had a rip. Outfielders are very spaced out. Gabby Lipsky is in straightaway center, but McBride and Siva Carter are both giving those gaps out in left center field and right center field. 0-2 to Kiana Elder. Here's the pitch. That's way outside. And it's 1-2. Taylor Fowler RBI triple in the 6th and a Maddie Ribeiro RBI single in the 7th. The pitch on the ground. Coronado's got it. Throw to first in time. And the inning is over, but the Jags tie it. And we are going to play some extra softball here today in the playoffs. It's 3-3. We go to the 8th inning. And it is a tie game here in game 2 of the, oh my goodness, I can't do this anymore, Steve. 8th inning coming up here on YouTube.
Extra innings here at Lady Jags Field. Cosumnes River coming up to bat here in the 8th. It is the 4, 5, and 6 hitters to start it off, and trying to figure out if there has been a rule change, because normally there would be a runner starting on second. So we'll have to see what happens with that.
The second baseman, Mary McCain.
All right, and there is no. See, Ashley Toy should be on second right now, but she never came out.
So here's a pop-up on the first pitch. Taylor Fowler in foul territory, and the cleanup hitter is down for out number 1. That'll bring up Ochoa.
The catcher, Victoria Ochoa.
First pitch is laced foul, and it's 0-1. To Ochoa. On the ground, Kaya Sandoval. She's got it. Easy toss to first for out number 2. That is the second ground ball to Sandoval for Ochoa.
The center fielder, Gabby Lipsky.
First pitch is a curveball that misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Now this is another big point. How big was the move from Omena Valdez to Giselle Lewis in the 3rd inning? It looms large because they've only got 1 hit since. And there's a called strike on the outside corner. It's 1-1. And look, we've talked all year about how great Lewis has been all year long. But to come in the playoffs and just shut the door on the Hawks so far has been fantastic for San Jose. 1-1 pitch. She bunts at it and misses. Strike 2. So now 1 strike away from getting out of the 8th inning. One ball, 2 strikes on Gabby Lipsky. The pitch. Swung on and fouled in and out of the glove of Dre Martinez. And it stays 1-2. And now time is called. The home plate umpire is out and expecting the ball. Something that I think Dre pointed out to him. All good now. Lewis has the ball. Gabby Lipsky getting set. Jags defense straight away. Here's the 1-2. Drop ball, just missed. And it's 2-2. I think if Dre stays in the squat and frames that, they have a shot. 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and hit foul out of play. It remains 2-2. Lewis taking some time between her pitches. Here's the 2-2. Swung on the ground to Maddie Ribeiro at short. Up with it, throw to first in time. Down in order. Go the Hawks. And a chance for San Jose to walk it off in the bottom of the 8th. It's 3-3. Middle of the 8th inning. In Game 2 of the NorCal Super Regionals presented by Redwood Electric.
All right, bottom of inning number 8. Jags with a chance to walk it off here, and it'll be Dre Martinez starting it off.
The home half of the 8th inning for San Jose. The catcher, Dre Martinez.
Now is as good a time as any for the Jags to just get a run. It doesn't matter how you get it, just get it. It could be 4 bunts in a row. I don't care. Just get the run. First pitch to Dre Martinez is outside and low for a ball, 1-0. Many of you remember the last game of last season, and that is all we will say on the topic. 1-0. Lined, base hit to left field. So Dre Martinez is aboard. We should see a pinch runner. And she's aboard to lead off the 8th.
The first baseman, Taylor Fowler.
All right, and we will see a runner. Kalea Reed coming in to run here. And with the speed now on first, anything to hit into right field will definitely advance the runner at least over to third.
Tay, let's go. I need you.
Pinch running for San Jose, number 24, Kalea Reed.
All right, Taylor Fowler here in a big spot. She's 2 for 3 on the day and hit an RBI triple, a big RBI triple her last time up to tie the game at.
First pitch to Taylor, bunt. And it's into a small hole, but fielded by Ashley Toyin from her knees. Throws out Taylor Fowler. The sacrifice is successful. 1 out and a runner in scoring position.
The pitcher, Giselle Lewis.
Now Lewis has hit 2 balls on the screws. One of them was a line shot at Gabby Lipsky. The other one was a line shot at Leandra Coronado. And we got to imagine at some point one of these line drives is going to get through. And if it does now, the Jags can win this game. And they can go to the state championships. The pitch on the ground, foul ball down the line. Kalea Reed's going to be held up at third. The throw comes home, and Giselle Lewis will take second on the back side. Oh my goodness, I thought that was going to be the game. Coach Rooney had her drop anchor, second and third with 1 out, and it'll be Katie Matherly. Oh my goodness, that ball was right past the glove of Saravia. How did she miss that? Man, what a swing of the bat by Giselle Lewis.
The right fielder, Katie Matherly.
Second and third, only 1 out, and I don't think this is necessarily a squeeze situation here, but nonetheless, if this is not a walk-off, I don't know what's gonna do it.
So here's the situation. Second and third, 1 out, as Christy Schrader is having a meeting with her full defense. It's called the outfielders in for this one. Their season is on the line right now. If they don't get an out, and if the run scores, that's it. They go home. So the Jaguars, second and third, 1 out, Katie Matherly. If she can get a bunt down, you have good speed with Kalea Reed at third. Giselle Lewis on the back end is kind of a moot point unless they were to cut down Kalea Reed trying to score. Infield is all the way in. The pitch. Lined into deep right field. McBride is back. She will make the catch. Reed tags. Here comes the throw. She's safe. The Jaguars have won it. San Jose will represent the North in the state championships in Bakersfield.
Matt, I've been waiting all day to say it, and it finally is here. We're going to Bakersfield.
Grab the rakes, get the tarps, clean the field.
We out of here.
The Jaguars get a 4-3 win at home, and they do it with a sacrifice fly off the bat of Katie Matherly in the 8th inning. What a ball game. Oh my goodness, they scored 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, and 1 in the 8th to win the ball game.
Next team of the ball game, Final score, San Jose 4, the Hawks 3. Fans, your San Jose Jaguars will represent the North in the 2022 state championships.
They dumped the water on Coach Rooney. So that'll do it. Steve, what more can you say? I mean,
during the break, I was the one to say, and for once that did not have a negative effect, I did say that we need the same way that last season ended. It wasn't the exact same way, but at the end of the day, a win's a win. You'll take it. And I still got what I wanted. We got the call. And it's been an incredible season so far. And Jaguars are the second team to clinch the North, and they will join Butte as the only two NorCal teams to punch their ticket onto Bakersfield. And another great game from Giselle Lewis. It was
that switch. That was a crucial switch when they put Lewis in the game at a big time. She made all the big pitches down the stretch, and I mean, it's the difference between championship teams, Steve.
Yes, he came in and pitched 5 1/3. It only gave up 1 hit during that time, and 1 run scored, or a couple of strikeouts, and no walks allowed. And on the hitting side, we're looking for the numbers here. Taylor Fowler with a huge day, 2 for 3. A triple, an RBI triple, and got through on a walk. Melissa Felix, 2 for 3. Melissa Felix 2 for 3 with a run scored. Or Maddie Ribeiro 2 for 4 and a big RBI double in the 6th is to allow the Jags to continue. In the 7th inning to allow the Jags to continue going. Kiana Elder, another great day, 2 for 4 or with a run scored. And I mean, this is the first time that I've ever got to make this call, so I'm going to say it again. Come Thursday, we're going to be on our way to Bakersfield.
We going to Bakersfield. Made it sound like Disneyland. Oh, man, what a great day. What an absolute great game. And they found a way to be clutch. They came through in the clutch 3 different times. And they left a lot of runners on base, but they found a way to get the job done here today. So congrats to the Jaguars. A great season for Cosumnes River. The Jaguars got it done. We will see y'all in Bakersfield.
Yes, if you didn't hear it already, we will be making the trip down with them. We'll have to see what the remaining games end up being, but as it stands right now, if both Sierra and San Mateo will win their series, we will be the 4th team from the North going against the number 1 from the South in the final game on Thursday. If my memory is correct, that is at 4 o'clock. And for the last time here from Lady Jags Field, 4-3 win for the Jaguars. And we will see you next week in Bakersfield.